Dobar dan naši trekeri, wine trekeri. Evo, nova epizoda, krenut ćemo malo na srpsko, napravimo najavu, ali ponovo u našoj epizodi gosti iz inostranstva. Tu je sa nama Katarina Ternovskaja. I say the proper way.
Proper way, yeah.
However, Russian will be something from me, you know. Katarina, it's for me a great pleasure to make this with you. We speak a long time about that, you know, and we share some same, you know, passion, you know, that's the passion for the champagne, you know. And for this small Serbia market, you know, we have some, you know, mission like, you know, to try to open conscience of the people and the palate to try to taste something else from champagne. When we speak something else, that's the growers, you know, like a small producers, you know. And why we're doing today? Because today it's a Monday, it's the 21 of September. October, yeah, October. And 25 October, when we put this episode on the stream, we will have the World Champagne Day, you know. And it's fantastic. I'm happy because today we opened this 4 bottle, and unfortunately we need to finish this bottle, you know.
Unfortunately.
It's a tough thing, it's a very tough thing, you know. And what I said in the beginning, it's really hard, you know, but it's also, you know, the challenge, you know, to try for this small market, very conservative market, like in Serbian market, about some innovation, you know, like this grower. Its idea, you know, how I try to explain, for example, for some of my friends, customers, we have mission to, for some period, people learn why they need to drink growers. What do you think?
Okay, it's, you know, it's a topic which I can, you know, talk for like hours. How much time we have?
We don't have it. This is the first episode. Save lots of idea, you know, for the second one, you know.
Okay.
Need to be practiced, you know.
Yeah. So actually the main idea is for me...
Because what is the idea is that you are doing this job in Russia, in Moscow, you're from Moscow.
Yeah.
To say,
Yeah, I'm originally from Moscow, and but I was in Moscow, I was kind of in between wine companies and between direct customers. So it was kind of... I was a part when the grower champagne just started to grow like this direction in Russia. So I was like also in the beginning, but I didn't have my own company. I was kind of influencer, let's say like that. I hate this word because, you know.
But it's much more smart what you say, wine advisor, you know.
Yeah, wine advisor, and I have this in my Instagram, this wine advisor. Yeah, so I was, I did that, and I had like, I provide, I think, like hundreds of champagne tastings in Russia. Also, we started from the beginning. Why not Moet? What is the label? What's that? Who is Remi? Who is Etienne? All of that. So yeah, so I decided to do.
How long will you do that
in Russia? For like about like 5 years.
5 years, and also how long it's a grower market in Russia? You know, how long exists? You know, because when we speak, you know, with some people about coffee business, specialty coffee, probably the same like here, like in Russia started. It's about 10 years ago, you know.
Absolutely. So from now on, I think when I just started, and Remi was the first winemaker with whom I started, like why I have Remi maps on my hand.
Show this one champagne.
This is champagne, this is Remi maps, the maps of his vineyards. So, and actually Remi was the first one with whom I started my champagne path and my champagne mission.
Look for the next episode. Sorry, I need to put something, you know.
Please do, please do. So yeah, I think the first wine tasting, and Remi was one of the first growers in Russia also.
Really?
So yeah. So, and it was Okay, let's say 8 years ago.
8 years,
that.
okay. I think it's longer.
So we have time.
No, yeah, we have a time because this is just start. I think I don't done. This when we start. I waiting 4 years to get a location from Agrapar. When we get a location, I have some material to send to another producer, some information what we done because. For example, in my portfolio, we don't have nothing from France, because our focus is Spain and the champagne we are waiting. It was much easy when you get from Agrapar a location to speak with somebody else, Now we have 4 companies. How many you are doing, And what is your portfolio, at the moment?
I have 5 winemakers from Champagne.
Yeah, which one?
So I have Remi Leroy, I have Etienne Calsac, I have Svetski, I have Benoit Deyu, and I have Remi.
Oh, very nice, very good. Oh, I'm 5. Oh. And okay, we will definitely another episode we will taste everybody else. Today we choose, like this for champagne, 2 plus 2 from my company, 2 from your company, but it's point that we, I think, need to just give little bit explanation because the growers, start about 20 years ago, and they are start to change the business in another country, in Europe, but especially also in America, where they are very popular now, and how it's the big crisis, because last some text which I read, about that selling of champagne sold down about 50%. That's not the directly contact for the growers, which is very important, because still at the moment I get no more wine from any of my company which we producer what we import here for Serbia, and that means that the growers don't have the problem for the selling, Absolutely, there's happening something else. We don't want to speak about the big company, major company. They are fantastic, but we need to have the focus and to give, open, to people what we are doing here and what these special guys doing here, and why one guy don't want to say to me, come in the wine shop, so I don't understand why somebody want to drink, for example, Moet for same money, like, Remi Leroy or something like that, I like that, Not because Moet, just we speak about, about the money. Okay, let's go to taste first one. This is Larmandier Bernier. It's a Latitude, it's a basic champagne from this producer. It's a Blanc de Blanc, that means 100% Chardonnay, and it's 3 grams of the sugar, it's extra brut. And this is the grape from this champagne coming from different location. And I have this opportunity and to visit this family. This is one fantastic family. And what is interesting for these guys, they are maybe one of the longer guys who have all organic certification, very long, I think maybe
20 years.
20 years, something like that. I found this, to be honest, I found this winery, in Barcelona. And their location, it's called the Blanc, but I want to use this map, one second. This is the champagne, map that everybody I suggest who wants to go to travel can wine trekking across the champagne vineyard, and drink champagne. Who is the possibility? Might suggest, I also, that you recently back from Champagne, and I think, this is, you never forget this. These guys are Larmandier, Bernier, are there Côte de Blanc, and I think they are Vertus, it's the vineyard, from one champagne, but they are here, Cremant, I think this is location, and this is one part, but we have also, I know, just to, if you want to tell Remi Leroy, where is the Remi Leroy? No, it's
Etienne
Calsac.
And this one we will try, the second one is single plot from actually this village.
This village.
So it's like in the middle of Côte de Blanc, Marne and Montagne de Reims. So it will be from this plot.
Okay, and Remi?
And Remi is here.
Remi is here, oh!
Yeah, so it's Côte de Bar, is the southwest region of Champagne.
Yeah. The last one, Bereche, it's Ludes, that's Montagne de Reims. This is their position. It's basically Pinot Noir, in this area, but this position, what we have. And I think if you came vacation, for example, 6 months that not possible to visit everybody. Okay, let's go to see what we have. What do you think? This is, I think, no, I think it's new. It's just new vintage what we get. I think it's a grape from 20. Also, like everybody for, in the main case, for the basic, this reservoir, you know, they have, I think, 20% reservoir, you know, inside, but the main grape is from the 20 vintage.
So base 20 and...
yeah, I think 20%, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's really your cup of tea.
My cup of tea.
Yeah, I feel it.
How we speak, you know what I like. Yeah.
I know already what you like. Yeah.
I like this fresh style, you know, citrus. You know, you have the body, it's very structured, nice, easy drinking. You know, it's
absolutely.
It's nice balance, you know, inside. You speak about some basic champagne from Larmandier. I think it's about 7,500 dinars on the shelf, you know, which is absolutely correct price, you know, and you can enjoy in this, you know, with some meal, you know, nice complexity, you know.
For me, it's like let's say morning champagne. I mean, like it's so easygoing that you can, you know, drink it in the morning.
Yeah, we like to drink in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening, no problem. So, but usually we do this when we're champagne, you know, when me and Elena, you know, was there, really from the morning we start, you know.
But there you cannot do or something different, you know.
I say this is, you know, how long I'm in this business, you know, almost 15 years, you know. When we go to travel, this is more expensive travel, you know, because just I don't know how much money we smash to drinking couple bottles, you know. Oh, let's go and ever try this guy, let's go to see what he done, you know, blah, blah, blah.
And for example, when we are in Champagne, I always have opened bottles in the car. Always. And last time a friend of mine decided to...
Look.
And last time our friend decided, like, she was like, okay, we have a bottle, we need to buy some glasses. And she was like, even after the lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, she was sitting in the car and she was like, okay, I'll have one more glass. When I was driving, she was sitting back there and drinking wine. So yeah, for me it's really fresh. I mean, really good balance. Really, like I told you, so easygoing, like literally morning.
Morning. They know we start on the good way. Let's go else. Etienne Calsac, now you speak, please.
Now I will speak. Yeah, but I need the bottle to show you. Yeah. And so, Etienne is actually my last import. I mean, I was planning to start also with him like when I just opened the company. It was one year ago, a bit more already. But I mean, I know Etienne also for ages. I know Etienne for like 5-6 years, him and his wines. But he said no bottles for 2023. He was like, wait. I'm like, okay, I will sit and wait for the allocation. So yeah, that's how it works, right? You're receiving allocation, you cannot buy it anywhere else. Nobody from Serbia can go to them and order something for Serbia, because this is how it works with small growers. You always have your allocation for the whole country. So thanks God, we are like officially like their representative in Serbia. So that's what I like.
They're loyal.
Yeah. So that's what I really love if we're talking about growers also. Not only because of taste, not only because of all of them, like, you know, respect the food, respect the terroir, respect the earth and the soils and everything, but also they respect the people with whom they are working. And it's amazing, because that's why I also don't like to work with big brands, because no guarantees.
Of course. Yeah,
so Etienne Calsac, this could be named Rocheforts, so it's also Blanc de Blanc, it's Premier Cru, it's from single plot, 2 grams of sugar, yeah. And the thing is about the label, so it's actually the photo of the chalk, and the plot looks like it's huge wall of chalk. If you can add somehow the photo, I will show you now in my phone, of this plot, it will be amazing, because it's really impressive. So and now you tell me what you think.
No, and it's about, just so people know, for example, on the shelf it's about 12,000-13,000 dinars.
Yeah.
I know, because when we came here, she gave me to choose 3 bottles, you know, when I saw this, yes, I want that, you know, that's enough, because Etienne, what I taste here, you know, this is for me favorite champagne, you know, it's very complex on the nose, you know, nice fruity, but so many nice flower herbal, you know, but also it's very, it's okay, you feeling this is that more depth that the previous champagne, because it's a premier cru, it's older vineyard, you know, and this is Chardonnay 100%, yeah. And the finish it's more demanding, and this definitely need the food, you know.
Yeah.
It's not more than champagne. We are coming.
It's not.
It's we are coming now, for example, guys, for the afternoon games. You know, we are now trying to developing for the evening. You know, maybe we don't have at this moment now for the evening, but this one it's be very nice. I like this champagne because it's very complex, very nice, very good minerality. And salty on the finish, it's amazing, you know. And this is style which I like, you know.
Yeah. And also, I'm so sorry, that also what I love about this particular wine, that you kind of don't feel here something, nothing is disturbing you, you know. It's like so well done.
It's so pleasant in the mouth, you know. Feeling nice, feel this saltiness on the end, you know. You can enjoy, say, give me more, please.
Yes, we have long.
Yeah, very long. It's fantastic. For me, the best what it tastes, you know, one day when you call me, you know, and I'm very happy that you show me this, you know. And because after that we need to finish the bottle, you know, it's obviously a situation.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's go on the Remi. I will just put you in the glass, and you will speak about Remi. Oh, but okay, it's very interesting, you know, what you told me, that Remi Leroy, it's the first one which is you start to import in Russia, which is very interesting, you know. Your bottle, please explain. This is new wine for me and everything.
Actually from Remi, I need to be honest, this is my favorite bottle. That's why we're drinking it today. So it's single plot also. That was also the concept to try single plot from Etienne and single plot from Remi. It's called Blanc de Quatre Cépages, so it's 4 grape varieties. We have here Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Pinot Meunier, and Pinot Blanc. So 4 grape varieties from one particular single plot, vintage 2015, and 0 sugar. And for me, talking about sugar, it always depends, because, for example, his previous release was 2014, and he added 6 grams of sugar because 14 was kind of tricky. And here I have 0, and also it's his second release, because for 9 years, not 9 years, how much? He started in 2009, until 2014 he was cleaning the plot. To be honest, clean, organic, all of this stuff. So this one I like, and you see how much I love Remi. And like I told you, like 8 years ago I started to do my wine tasting, and he was my first grower.
This is the vintage 15. 15. It's, we forget, but all the champagne is 12.5% of alcohol, you know. And how much is the price of this?
Well, on the shelf.
For example, you can say in your price.
I think on the shelf it would be like about 20,000 dinars. 20? Oh. Yeah. It's okay, but you know, this is Munich champagne, you know, definitely. And I have to say that on the nose it's very complex, you know, very lots of fruit, and especially I think some kind of peaches, apricot, you know, some maybe touch of quince, you know, but also herbal, mineral, very, this definitely need the food, you know. With this you don't go in the, just to drinking like that, you know, because it's a champagne which have very good saliness, you know, it's easy drinking, you know, with this, you know, but because it's very straightforward, you know, it's very precise, you know. But for example, if we're talking about Remi, it's also important because for him the main goal, okay, maybe has more and he'll be not that, like, he won't agree, but anyway, so he's talking a lot about drinkability and about vinous champagne. So for him, 2 main points: to have his wines drinkable in the meaning of like easygoing, like you're having a sip, you want to have more, you want to have more, and nothing disturbing you, nothing like bringing you down, more like that, you know, more energy and all of this stuff. Drinkability, and the second point is vino champagne. So it's more not about bubbles, but more about wine.
Wine. How old is vineyard for this?
This plot is about 65 years old.
Because now, yeah, I feel it. Because now in the mouth, okay, you don't have the sugar to confuse you, you know. And when you just drinking and you feel like the lapping in the mouth, it's you feel how it's saliness the wine. It's very salty wine, very mineral wine.
Yeah. So yeah, what I like also, I'm a huge fan of wines, champagnes which are coming from old plots. I'm a huge fan, and you have also that from what I tried. I think from Larmandier. You have something which is like also like old plot, or maybe Paillard.
Paillard have very old vintage, you know, the wines which is from 70, 80 years, you know, when the planting, and I think Larmandier for Terre de Vertus, what we have, it's maybe
this one,
from Blanc de Blanc. It's about 50 years old, the vineyard.
I'm a huge fan of old wines.
Yeah, this is very nice, you know, it's absolutely, when we speak about the time for this, it's evening wine. It's for me not the wine, you know, it's wine which you enjoy with full pleasure, not to drinking, you know, it's very demanding, because what you say on the end, it's like wine, you know, it's like white wine you have, you know.
Yeah, and also important, when I see this neck, it means that it was aged with natural cork. You see the difference? This was aged with regular, like maple cork, this one before disgorging, and this one was aged with natural cork because of that. So you have natural cork here, and you have like this agraf. Yeah.
My advisor, you know. Very nice. This is not my music. You know, but it's fantastic champagne which you enjoy, you know, for somebody who want to have good meal, you know, take 1-2 glass, you know, and wow, it's perfect, you know, it's really perfect. Okay, you know, the price, it's definitely, it's okay for this style of the champagne which you want to drink is something with 65, 70 years old vineyard, you know, it's
I mean, and also the production, it's also important. When we're speaking about prices, it's also important to think about numbers, like the total production. For this wine, for example, Calsac, I think he's producing Bereche for like, let's say 7,000 bottles, and that's it. Remi in total produce 50,000 bottles, but for this cuvée, I think like also few thousands.
Well, okay, these two guys, it's more. I know that Larmandier, it's 120,000 all wines. They have 6 wines, 1 rosé. And interesting for these guys, you know, it's everything is Chardonnay, 10% it's Pinot Noir. Bereche, which we taste now, it's 100,000 bottles, you know, but this wine, it's 70,000 bottles, you know. Yeah. This is the Brut Reserve, what we taste now, it's, how to say, entry level, you know, but entry level with really high, you know, high quantity, but for me, amazing quality, you know, this is the point. And for me, Bereche is something fantastic. And, you know, the people really hear, okay, they hear Agrapar, you know, some Celosa, you know, but when you say Bereche, they look like this. You say, guys, this guy, it's the same level, you know. Because everything else, what these guys have in portfolio, they have, I think, 8-9 label. It's a label which production, it's between 2 and 3,500, and it's not possible to get. But today arrived my palette, you know, from Bereche, it's on the customer.
Rosé, please.
Rosé, come 6 bottles of rosé we get.
Yeah, and one is mine.
One is yours, no problem. One we open, and for maybe we drink all 6, because on business with 6, you know.
Of course.
Okay, this is why he is on the end, because it's just let's go, because normally will be to do this. But this guy, it's a Brut Reserve, and what you speak about loyalty, he asked me that he have, you know, the association to put in his baltasar.vino. Why? They don't want their wines, you know, finished on some another market.
course.
This is very important, you know, because when we start to working, I say this is fantastic, we don't have no problem, because everything what you want to do, for example, from Italy, you know, it's in the many cases, it's cross-selling, you know.
Yeah.
And they don't do this. This is also 12.5 alcohol volume, you know. This is Brut Reserve, and this in this case it's a 3 grape variety in the same proportion. It's Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and Chardonnay, and it's about 75%, and it's I think 30% it's from the previous vintage, and this is also 2020 vintage, you know, which is the basic vintage for Brut Reserve, and I forgot, it's about 7,000 dinner, 7,500 between, something like that, and it's you tell me now.
For sure, for me, it needs bigger glass.
But you like this Gabriel glass. This is unique because Caterina importing this Gabriel glass, which I'm big fan, you know. And
yeah, and the idea about this glass, so it's just they call it one for all. So you have. So can you imagine how crazy is that when just one brand has just one glass, one shape of glass, and that's it. So it's just one for all. So for sparklings, for whites, for reds, and I also, for example, I was on some Bordeaux tasting. Not a huge fan of Bordeaux, but it was like on the tasting we opened bottles from 80s. Bordeaux from 80s is really cool, and we had these glasses for Bordeaux from 80s, and it was amazing. So, and how brave you should be to have just
to have just one glass. Gabriel glass, it's a Swiss guy,
yeah,
and he make only one shape for everything.
For everything. And only 2 options, like machine, like that. The best choice for bars, restaurants, and also handmade, the best choice for home. Yeah.
Tell me something about Bereche Brut Reserve.
So, just let me try it first.
We don't have it, waiting for us.
Yeah. For me, it's, I mean, I know them by heart, you know. I think if I would taste that in blind, I would know that it's Bereche. So I like the approach, I like how they work. I like what they are doing, and they are also not that new. For example, nowadays we have like a lot of winemakers, like a new wave. So the guys who like stopped to sell, started to do their own, said to their parents like, okay, now I will be by my own, just may have hectares. Yeah, and they're doing that for a long time already, and you can feel it. That they are. It's not some kind of like experimental champagne. You know, it's really classy, but in a good way. Classy but grower, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So it's really. I mean, I'm really happy that we now will have more wines from Bereche, because to know this style, you should try entry level, but you should try also like some single plots, some other, like they have Premier Cru, Grand Cru, yeah. And for me, they're like my favorite from them is Le Can. It's 50% Chardonnay, 50 Pinot Noir, and for me this is my favorite. We will have from you Le Beauregard.
Yeah.
We will have
Rosé and Ribot.
Just perfect. Yeah, so I mean, I know them also like for ages, and for me it's like...
I have 2 experiences, you know, with Bereche. First time when we visit, you know, we taste, you know, some kind of basic wine, you know, with sommelier who was at this moment, you know, working for Bereche. And I was, okay, very happy, but we didn't taste the premium, you know. And the next time, like when we visit, it was this year, you know, Rafael was there, you know, and he opened all wine, and it's in this moment now when you taste all wine, you can see what this guy done, you know. Everything else, it's not in this style, you know. Yeah. In this style, it's what you say, it's very classy, you know, but classy in one broader way, you know. It's really precise what you say, and this is really the guys who like this yeast, you know, to feel inside the full mouth. This is a fantastic champagne, you know, and what I like in this premium. This is nice. It's, you know, and very good, you know. What is interesting, we have here, you know, almost 4 different styles.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all of them are so different.
And this is, you know, how to say, you know, to the people who looking at, okay, don't be shy, you know, open, you know, your visibility, open to be brave and to taste something else. Why? Because definitely you will enjoy, you know, and this is the point of that, because this grower, you know, really changed the cosmos, you know, when they start to stop selling grape to the major company, and 20 years ago or somebody more decide to do their own way. You visit all your producers, we visit our producer, you know, it's completely different, you know, when you visit Agro Park, who work, you know, in the old wood press, Bereche have the modern press, and other guys looking that, this guy aging, you know, make fermentation, the big barrel, this one is small barrel, you know, and this is the funny and this is the interesting, you know, they are the artists, you know, they want to do, and we can expect, like in the wine, that it's every vintage same, you know, and it's fantastic, you know. We can drink it. I think
we will.
About 24 hours.
Yeah, and also the thing is that wine is experience. So so you just need to jump into it, you know, because it's like amazing experience, and also, like as you told correctly, develops you. So much. And what I like also, because I had like a few days ago some experience to try these wines next to some bigger brands, you feel the difference and the meaning of that. Like these bigger brands, like some of them are okay, but they're like stable, you know, just. And here you can feel like the
different, everything
the
was
passion
changed.
The passion of a winemaker, and the respect to the fruit, like, and everything, and what was happened like in 2015, and what happened on this particular plot, and what happened, like how the wine can look like in when it's like 20 years of organic, you know, and when you can feel here the history and the experience starting from 1847, you know, so
and we love that, you know, and we can just say, you know, our grower champagne journey don't stop here, you know, just start. Yeah. You just need to follow us, and we try to share more information about the growers, you know, and guys, how to say Russian, do viđenja,
До свидания.
До свидания, мои дорогие, ciao. Живем.